First, I'd like to start with a story about the Quebraderas de Coco Babaçu, or the Babaçu Breakers, a group of women in the southeastern Amazon who rely on the Babaçu palm to make soap, flour, oil, and charcoal. This picture is from the 8th regional gathering of the Quebraderas, where over 250 women were in attendance. Babaçu palm forests are being clear-cut for soy and cattle in this area of the Amazon. And where trees do remain, new land ownership laws may prevent the quebraderas from accessing the trees. Rights to land in the Amazon may not be the first driver of deforestation that comes to mind. Soy plantations, cattle grazing, or the forest fires that ravaged the Amazon last year may be in the forefront. However, looking into why these forest fires are occurring and why the land can be cleared for soy and cattle often leads to innocuous sounding laws regarding rural land development and private property. Many of these require some sort of improvement to the land in order to claim land ownership, which often involves the clearing of forests. In many parts of the Amazon, Indigenous peoples and traditional communities have lacked secure ownership to lands they have lived on for centuries and have been driven from their land due to conflict and extractive activities. This matters for what happens to the forest. Women often rely on forests in a different way than men. For example, the quebraderas are almost exclusively women, while men do not utilize the Babaçu palm at all. Therefore, women have more reason to advocate for the sustainable management of the Babaçu forests. My research will aim to understand how deforestation, land ownership, and women's access to land impact the livelihoods of forest-dependent women in the Colombian Amazon. Deforestation in Colombia has increased dramatically since 2016, when the peace deal was finalized, ending over 50 years of civil conflict in Colombia with the Revolutionary Armed Forces, or the FARC. I will analyze how conflict has affected rights to land in the Colombian Amazon over the past 20 years to encompass both conflict and post-conflict time periods. This evidence will then inform whether insecure land rights lead to higher deforestation. I plan to interview both Indigenous and non-Indigenous communities that have been impacted by conflict and who rely on forests for their livelihoods. The findings of this research may shed light on the link between conflict, land rights, and deforestation, all pressing issues for many forested areas of the world, which will likely be exacerbated by climate change and other global shocks, such as the COVID-19 pandemic, which could impact both migration and supply chain issues in rural areas. Having a better understanding of these issues will support rural communities and forest policy development. Thank you.